David's the only other actor I remember from the auditions. You know, there was an awful lot of guys, you know, trying out for the show. And for some reason, right from the day one, the get-go, you know, when there was still 16 or, you know, 20, I don't remember how many guys still in the screen tests. It wasn't like American Idol. It was not at all. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a sound stage with a bunch of sweaty electricians. But David and I just hit it off. And I think producers noticed that, because that's why they put us together in different configurations. I think also the fact that he'd done theater, he'd been on Broadway, he'd been a child star. I had done Circus Boy, I had been a child star. So there was a connection there, obviously. And right from the get-go, you know, we hit it off, and the timing and the comedy and the shape and the stuff, you know. So anyway, are the girls here? Okay. Anyway, it's wonderful for all of you to be supporting this, and what can I say? You know, supporting the Monkees and me and David and everything for so many years. Some of you for you don't even want to know, and so many new fans, so many second and third generation. No accounting for taste.
Hi, Mickey. I think all of us fans, I mean, I got the story from Davey, but we all like to get your side of the story, why Mike doesn't want to join the band.
Well, he just did. Again. Yeah, the simple answer is Mike just did not, and he's still a little hesitant at times about performing live, you know. He's performed more in the last year, and he's going on a spring tour, by the way, and I urge you and suggest that if you get a chance, please go see him. I saw him do a solo bit with the Watkins family in Los Angeles, and just wonderful, you know. His voice is great, his playing is great, songs, of course, are great. So if you get a chance, please go and catch Mike in his solo spring show. But, you know, this last show we did, this last tour, 12 dates. That's more than he's performed in 30 years. I mean, he just never went out with anybody, and he was always he's got his ticket. You got a ticket for Nesmith. Oh, thanks. He just never performed at all with anybody. And he had the first national band, you know, just after the Monkees, and then basically that was it. So in '86 he was invited. He didn't want to do it. He came to the Greek and he did a couple of shows. And then in '97 we did a tour of the UK. We did a bunch of dates there for the album Justice. So it's not true that Mike, you know, and didn't want to join the band. It's that he has his own path, and always has, and all of us have to some degree, you know. I remember one year I couldn't go out on tour with the Monkees. I can't remember what year it was, but because I was in England doing, I think I was in, no, what was it? Maybe I was doing Aida, or I can't remember exactly, but we were supposed to tour, and I couldn't because I wasn't available. And the same with David and Peter, you know, sometimes you're available, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But in Mike's case, no, he just, basically, he must have been asked over the years many times to go out as a solo, and he certainly was always welcome in our show, but, you know, he just chose not to. And this last tour was, you know, thanks to many of you, was very successful, and a wonderful show, great tribute homage to David during the show, and who knows, we may be coming to your town.
Wait, I need to follow up, because, you know, I'm not ashamed to ask questions. In people's minds, Mike didn't tour before, maybe because of Davey. Is there any truth to that? That Mike didn't go on the tours before because of Davey?
No, absolutely not. No, Mike, you know, he would have toured solo if he wanted to tour. He would have started a new group. He would have gone out and done all kinds of stuff. He just wasn't into it. He told me at that show with the Watkins family, you know, he said, I think I may go out and sing. I think people like my songs. And I'm like, oh shit! You know, so I can put that rumor to rest. You know, if he would have been, if he'd have been out for the last 30 years with other bands and other groups and other shows and other touring, and he didn't want to go out with Peter and David and I, then, you know, it might be a different story, but he hasn't been out at all. You know, it's like we got Howard Hughes out of the apartment.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Desmond. No, just, you're not gonna fall for that twice, right? Sorry.